I always suggest to people writing essays to really look at titles when they're thinking about dramatic meaning. Wisdom is it's always been called wisdom, and wisdom as opposed to intelligence, as opposed to maturity. Wisdom is a kind of higher, older form of knowledge that that is highly valued and regarded and respected, regardless of age. And it's something you can't cheat. My original pitch was, I think, a dystopian world where everybody looks like they're 15. I talk to and met and know a lot of 16-year-olds who I would trust way more in a voting ballot than I would many 40 and 50-year-olds because they know more. That was always the point that interested me. I just went, well, when you get right down, 18 is such an arbitrary number. It is arbitrary. There's nothing kind of so psychologically development at that line. There's nothing, is what is maturity?
The play was sort of slightly prophetic in a way. When you think about it, if it was in 2019 and then 2020, it really captured the zeitgeist of that time.
COVID happened and all these societal rules broke down. And one of the big questions was, how much control does the government have over our bodies? And how much control does the government have over our lives? And when is that okay for a healthy society? When is that necessary? And when is it not? What is the experience of a young person trying to become empowered? And how does society injure itself when we shut down young people's points of view?
What I really love about it is that it combines theatre of social comment and political theatre together in one. Because it does have that alienation distancing effect at times where you're like, hang on, didn't you just tell me this? Or I was just laughing at you do that. Or something might rewind and we see another view of what just happened. I think it's a real ode to Brecht and epic theatre in the fact that it's non-linear. It's also kind of satire in a way. It's satirical in its version of how people look. It's interactive as well. There's moments of interaction where the students actually play people with the actors, so it's immersive in one way. What do you hope the audience take away with, or what do you think the main theme is?
The play is about people trying to become wise and not take shortcuts, and Juno is the symbol of that. She goes through hell because she believes in a kind of higher truth or a higher meaning and a hope for what society can be. That's not just technology and kind of BS. I think that young people are probably already so cynical of so much information they receive because they have learnt not to trust it, which is smart. But I think what is wise is to follow the path that Juno follows, which is not to become beaten down by that kind of wall of BS, but to fight it and to stand up and become empowered and find ways to fight it. But that's the hope. It is hopefully a story of empowerment for a young person who has everything set against them and is able to, in some way, overcome it.
That's an incredible answer. Thank you.